Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. We are in the Langdales today, and the initial plan was to park at the old Dungeon Gill, but there's not a sniff I can get a space on there, so I've found this little lay-by, so to speak, which is just on a bridge, and it's kind of sandwiched in between the old Dungeon Gill and the new Dungeon Gill, so it's not too far to walk back. And the plan is we're going to go up there today on the left hand side and just mooch around and hopefully find somewhere to pitch for the night. No plan today, we're just going to go with the flow. I've just had a quick look on the map and I'm thinking we're going to head left up towards Red Tarn. Not the head tarn that's at the bottom of Helvellyn, but it's beside Brownie Gill, and then from there I'm going to turn right and head up towards Cold Pike, I think. See what's happening around there. I've been around there before a couple of times, but I've never camped it, so I'll have to familiarise myself with some spots. Speaking of Cold Pike, it's supposed to get cold tonight. It's supposed to be -3 wind chill. Weather's supposed to be cloudy, sunny spells, chance of rain, chance of sleet. So let's just say it's iffy. If the car park's ever full at the old Dungeon Gill, and you do park on that little bridge where I've parked, it's a 7-minute walk according to Strava. Not too bad on the way there, but might be a little bit different on the way back tomorrow. So in this video I've got some more camping gear. I've got some new tent pegs to show you, and a little gadget which I'll show you when I get inside the tent later on. That didn't take long, did it? 18 minutes into the hike. Waterproofs are on. Welcome to the Lake District. We just arrived at the start of the band, which is the path I took up to Three Tarns in one of my recent videos. If you want to check it out, it's quite a good route that, up to Bowfell. It's nice and steady, it's not too steep, but it's clearing up there, but not where we're going. We're just approaching the path up to Brown How now, and you can see the ascent to where we're going. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's two guys there, about 3/4 of the way up, with pretty big backpacks on, so I suspect they're wild camping. And they seem to be taking it very slowly, which is a sign of how steep this ascent is. I've been up this before and I know it's a slog, so I'll just have a bit of a minute just to save us some energy, and then we'll go for it. Oh, scenes around here. Look at this. On the bright side, blue skies look like they're turning up now, so fingers crossed. We're about 20 minutes in. We're about 20 minutes into the ascent. I think we're just below halfway now. Just having a bit of a pit stop. It's quite steep that, but it's well paved. Someone very kindly taken the time to make a path out of stones. So yeah, Red Tarn's just up here. It's hard hiking when you've got all this waterproof gear on because I'm sweating. Hang on. I've got vents in my armpits, I forgot. Oh, that's better. Got vents under my armpits to let air through. So straight away makes a difference. Right, better carry on. Right, so we're just at the junction now. We can turn left to go up to Park of Blisco, or right up to Great Knot. The two guys up there with the big backpacks, I think they're Wildcamping, they're heading up there now. And I've been up there plenty of times, and I know there's not really many places to pitch a tent. It's quite craggy, so I think we're going to push up to Great Knot. I know there's water up there, so we'll head up there. And the clock's ticking, so we better get a move on. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, the wind speed tonight is 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts. Now the old me would have been like, there's not a sniff I'm going out camping in that. But after my last camp, it was gusting 45 mile an hour, and I was in the air raid shelter. The Kuiu storm started, didn't even flinch. So that's given me a lot more confidence in going out in grim weather. So yeah, if this had been this time last year, it was 60% chance of cloud-free summits and 35, 40 mile an hour gusts. I'd have been like, I'm not going out in that. But yeah, I'm out. I'm enjoying it, even though I get the waterproof on within 10 minutes. But it's nice to have confidence in your gear. The Kuiu effect. You might be able to make out the small farm building there, and this is the path we've made our way up this afternoon. And off up there we go. There's quite a few hikers about, some there and some up here, so I can't put the tent up yet. And I'm struggling for spots. I found a nice little spot there. I might come back to that. But I've got, well, an hour and a half before it goes dark. You pretty much say it's almost dark now. So I'm going to have a quick look up here and see if we can get anything better. If not, back down there. Right folks, the search for the pitch is over. Thank God. I've walked 6 miles today. I went up to Crinkle Crags and it was absolutely blowing a gale up there, and I just had no desire to put the tent up in that kind of wind. So I've come back down here. It's nice and sheltered. I've got come have it en suite and pretty spectacular views if it was a nice day. But yeah, anyway, so in the Kuiu storm store again. Put all the guy lines out just in case the wind changes direction or it swoops down here in the middle of the night. Oh, but yeah, my hands are freezing. There's definitely a wind chill in the air. I slid on my arse before, so obviously I stopped myself when I was coming back down the path on the scree, and all my gloves are soaking now. But I've got another pair in the bag, so it is going to go dark in 20 minutes, which is why I've just pitched here. It's not the most picturesque camp, not the most Instagrammable camp, this one, but I've just chosen comfort because, as you can see, it's a nice flat spot, and I'll be honest with you, I'm knackered. So I just want to get in and get all my stuff, and oh, here we go, it's starting to rain again now, so I'm going to get all set up inside, and I'll see you in there. All right. Oh man, can you hear that? Just started to rain and wind gusts come out of nowhere, so I have to dive in the tent. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm enjoying this winter camping. Alright, let's get everything set up. Look at that, searching for this prime spot. I've been walking for 4 hours, 12 minutes and just over 6 miles. So yeah, bit of a hike and a half for this one.
"20 minutes later."
Oh, it's done me in that. Oh yeah, so I think I mentioned earlier on I got some new gear. So I've got some new tent pegs for this tent. Now if you have a Kuiu Stormstar, or you're thinking of getting one drawback about this tent, and I've used it a couple of times now and I thought I'll give it a chance, it just does me head in basically. These doors, yeah, it's great, but they have a tiny toggle down here. A tiny toggle. Unless you've got midget hands, it's just a nightmare. It's an absolute faff. So I've used some little magnets on the last camp, and they're all right, but they're not. There's no strength in them. So tent pegs. Look at that. Not going anywhere. So yeah, but like I say, these toggles, they're down here, so you've got the weight of the doors, and they just roll apart. They just roll down. If that toggle was up here, it centralised it, the weight, you might have a chance. But anyway, so I'm using these bad boys. You got like a rubber grip, so they won't damage the material, they won't damage the fabric. And yeah, and I think they're about 6 grams each. So yeah, let's see how we get on with these. Does the job. Oh, I'll tell you something, winter is definitely coming. Freezing. I've not got any water, so I'm going to juice up and then get back to the tent, get my down gear on. Oh my god, it's well cold. Now, wouldn't really recommend drinking water from a tarn, but I'm going to boil it anyway, so... Oh my god, it's so cold. Oh, why do we do it here? Why do we come winter camping? The true test of character. Sitting in a tent all night, shivering your ass off. We love it, don't we? We love it. Right, that's that. Job done. Let's get warmed up. Oh, that's nice and bright. So, you've seen the tent pegs. This is my second piece of camping apparatus I've bought. And it's a flex tail. It's one of those tiny pumps. I already had the tiny pump Mark II, but I've got the 5 now. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't need this, but I bought it for this. It's got like a little grapple hook there, so you can just go. Oh, bit heavy that I think. So we'll try and keep it at the top. In the centre, that's not so bad, is it? Yeah. On the Max 2, it's like a little metal pin, like a little metal bar, and you take it out and you hook it in your tent, but it's a faff to get it back in. You're like, how do you do that? So this has come with a little carabiner built in, and I thought, right, that'll do me. Let's turn it on. Oh, there we are. A little bright. Can we adjust that? Oh. Bloody hell, that's bright, that. And sunglasses. Right, so you got one option. You got another light option. You put them both on. And that seriously does illuminate everything inside here. But yeah. Supposed to be faster blowing the mat up as well. I don't think you guys have seen this yet. This is the very first sleeping bag I ever bought. Well, proper sleeping bag I ever bought for wild camping. And I used it in summer. I was absolutely sweating in it, so I never used it again. It's the mountain equipment Helium 600. Yeah, I bought it. I think it was like June. I got it on sale. It's like a winter bag. And like I say, I was too hot in it, and I ended up buying the Pipe Dream 400 for my summer. And in the meantime, I kind of forgot about this and bought the Ascent 900, which goes down to -18 apparently. But pack size is huge. And I was at home rooting through some stuff this week, and I thought, why am I not using this? So I'm gonna. It's the weather for it. It's supposed to like to -4. This goes down to -10, I think. So I've got my rab gear on, my down pants and my down top and everything. So if I get inside this, I'll be fine tonight. Well, I hope. So let's see what happens. Right, where's the pillow? The pillow I use, I think I've shown you before, the Flex Tail. Good dog. The Flex Tail, super comfy pillow, forgot what it's called. But yeah, nice. I'm a side sleeper, and it's got like a soft texture to the face of it. So I use that. Tried other ones, tried the CC Summits, and for me this is just hands down the best. But everyone's got their own favourite gear, aren't they, in personal taste? Let's give this another blast. Oh, I know I've got a different nozzle for this. Selection of nozzles. Have you got a selection of nozzles? Oh, this might be wrong schnoz. Hell. If you strap that to your ass, you can fly to Spain. That's great. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. It's not much heavier than the Flextail Max Pump 2. I'll put it on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was 40 quid that, and 15% discount code when you just buy it. There's no 15% at Northern Rock Opera here. Oh. Right, the rain stopped. Should we go outside and have a mooch? Let's go outside and have a mooch. Well, I've just been out to measure the wind speed, and 30mph gusts. When you don't measure it, it's slightly stronger. So I reckon we're averaging about 30 to 35mph gusts. The minute you get outside, it starts to rain again. Wind chill, he said -2.4, but let's change that now because I'm coming inside. Yeah, so we're on -2 wind chill and 30 mile an hour wind gusts. You might be able to hear it's raining again. So on that note, we're going to make a nice brew and get some scran on the go. £10 too. Right guys, so for tea tonight, we're not on real Termat chicken curry. We're on this Tilda pure basmati rice. I know what you're thinking, what is that it? No, got this new pouch meal from Rockhopper Kitchen. Chili. So let's see how it turns out here. Leave no trace. I've never actually cooked rice in the pan before, is that weird? I've always just torn the bag, wazzing it microwave for 2 minutes, boom, done. That looks good to me. That's the rice done. I'll keep the rice in my Sea-to Summit bowl on my feet to keep my feet warm whilst we make the chilli. Oh. Ta-da! Got one of these Sea-to Summit bowls. I'll tell you what, it's a good job this tent's pegged down tonight. Oh mate, that is awesome. Not even joking, that is awesome. Right, you don't want to watch me eat this, so I'm going to tuck in and swill it down with one of them. Cheers. Ta-da! Oh, if you've not seen these before, excuse me, Sea-to Summit collapsible bowl. You get quite a lot of depth in there. I've had a full packet of rice and they're pretty like one of those single portions. Are they 250, 300 grams worth of steak mince? I've got it all in there. So yeah, that's a good piece of kit. I've had that a while, but I just never used it because I always eat them meals or burgers. But after my last camp, when I went home, I unloaded all my bag and my sleeping bag just smelled like McDonald's. So don't think I'm ever going to sell that. But no, it's not that bad. But I just couldn't be bothered with all the flames and all the smoke and everything, all the crap. So I bought this fire maple bowl. I bought it because it's deep, so you can get loads of scran in there. I've got the jet boil skillet, and that's all right, but you can't get a lot in. Whereas that, it's, like I just said, it's deep. So fire maple. I actually had a Boundless Voyage titanium pan on my last camp, which I cooked my burgers in. I got it home, and there was a big black mark on the titanium on the inside, and I just didn't trust cooking with it again because I thought, I mean, I'm not a scientist, but when you see things like that, you think, oh, is it safe to eat out of? And I don't know why I have my doubts. So I got one of them. It wasn't expensive. Got it off Amazon. The handle folds underneath itself. And oh, I've got some more little gadgets as well. Look at this. Chris showed me about this the other week for washing up with. So when I've had this beer, I'll show you what it's for. You'll be fascinated. Right, you ready for this? Prepare to be amazed. a bit of water, a bit more actually. Check this out. The dishcloth. How good's that? Straight in bin when you've done. Tell you what, them pegs work. So I've got the mesh closed. All you need is one in the middle. That's got one in the middle there, and that's holding both doors. So yeah, trust me, if you've got a Storm Star, that's a great piece of kit. Well, it's finally stopped raining. I've just been outside to look at the old air raid shelter. It's not even moved. It handles the wind so well, this tent. But yeah, now it's stopped raining. This is what I like about wild camping, me. Just mooching around in the dark. Oh, we've got a supermoon tonight. Forgot to mention that. Don't know if you can see it up in the sky there. But I've just been trying to set the camera up. We got a break in the clouds briefly. So I darted outside, got my tent, got my camera set up on my tripod. And anyway, by the time I got it all set up and connected to my phone and all that caper, the clouds rolled in, but at least it's not raining. So yeah, that's why it's so bright tonight. Well, it's not bright, but it's dark in it, but if you know what I mean. Yeah, she's over there, look. There's tonight's wind chill, -4. Breezy one. Just mooching around. Just mooching around the mountains. Right guys, excuse the mess. I've got all my wet stuff there on the left hand side. It's kind of dried out now. Turn that down. Yeah, so it's a supermoon outside tonight. And I can see why they call it a supermoon. Like, you can see all the fells. Like normally when you come camping at night, it's all pitch black and you need your head torch, but you can literally walk around without a head torch. It's like, you can see all the crags over there and I've never seen it as bright. Anyway, so it's now only 9:15, so I've put some tunes on because I've got some tunes downloaded onto Spotify, so I'll just put some nice chill tunes on. Got the old I'm on Jameson whiskey tonight, so I'm going to enjoy this. And probably just go to bed. There's no stars out. Well, there are out, but obviously they're behind the clouds. So I've tried to get the big camera out, but I don't know, just not playing tonight. I don't know what's wrong with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do a time lapse, I don't think, because it's too cloudy, I think. So yeah, I shall see you in the morning. See you later. morning. Good morning YouTube, how are we? It's just gone 6:45 in the morning. We've got a little bit of frost on the tent, so winter is definitely on the way. And yeah, so this is what we're waking up to this morning. See all the crinkled crags and all the fells there in the shadows. Slept like a baby last night. Got a nice flat spot, so that contributes towards it, I think. Ooh, sun's due up in about an hour, so I'm going to get some stran on, make a brew now, and hopefully we'll be able to get the sunrise. Just had a quick walk up to the summit, and we've been lucky. All the colours in the sky now. I hope the camera's making it out. There's red tarn down there. We was talking about yesterday on the way up. Oh, look at that. Magic. Lake District magic, that. Right, we've got a brew on the go. Breakfast this morning, we've got some scrambled egg and some bacon that I cooked last night. Now I was going to heat it up, but I can't be bothered. So I'm just going to have them cold, a couple of pound cakes, and I'll get on my way then. Oh, a little bacon and scrambled egg pound cake. It'd be nicer in the pan, but I can't be bothered. This video is brew with a view. Yeah, so I've probably already told you 3 times. That's Crinkle Crags, and you can see Bow Fell up there, the big peak. That's where we came up in one of my recent videos. We came up there, up this fell here, and it's known as the Band. And then just behind Crinkle Crags you had 3 tarns, and I pitched down there because it was very windy. I had me Durston that night. And actually that's where me and Chris pitched last time we came out, Alan Crags. I know that because you pretty much get the same view, but just of Parker Blisco, but just a different angle. So, but yeah, not bad, eh? Been a good camp, this one. I don't think I've ever eaten as much. Had that chili last night and just had that bacon and egg butty this morning. And I found another bag of my Skittles. Another bag of Skittles in my bag. So I had to have them, didn't I? It was a bit of a dessert. So I'm going to finish this and pack all the gear away. And then that'll be it. I mentioned last night about my sleeping bag, -10, mountain equipment, helium 600. That's how small it packs down. It was nice and toasty in that all night. Well folks, you're not going to believe this. It's only snowing. Where else can you get a beautiful sunrise like that and snow within 20 minutes? Only in the Lake District. Look at that. I think this is the first snow we've had this year. I was just sat having my butty then, and I had this little tip top on the tent. I thought, oh, it's not starting to rain, is it? And then, yeah, the snow's coming. I'm glad it's snow and not rain. Oh, it'll be a nightmare now, putting everything away. Right, I'm going to get this tent away and then off we go. Right guys, that's us on this one. The tent is packed away. Nobody knows I was here besides me and you. Well, actually, another wild camper. Just been speaking to a guy called Tom. He's been out camping tonight and he just spotted me as he was walking across, so he just come over and had a bit of a crack with me. Yeah, nice to meet a wild camper when you're out on your adventures out. So yeah, nice to meet you, mate. So yeah, it's still snowing. It's starting to stick up there on the crags. It's been a good camp this. Lots of good food and nice flat spots to get a good night's kip. Nice sunrise and snow. What more do you want? Right, I'm going to put you away here because obviously it's a 6-mile walk back to the car. Well, it's probably 5 because I spent probably a mile going up there and faffing about yesterday looking for somewhere to pitch. So yeah, I'm going to want my trekking poles to get down Browns, I forgot what it's called now, Broad Crag. But yeah, so if you've liked this video, please consider dropping a like, hitting that thumb. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. It costs you nothing, it's free, and you just get like a little notification on your phone next time I make a video. And yeah, that's about it. If you've got any advice for me or any questions about my kit, you know, what I'm using or any way it could help you maybe, just get in the comments and give us a shout. Right, on that note, thanks for watching and I shall see you on the next one. Ta-da.
Meanwhile, let's get